Please do get comfortable and just remember to turn off your mobile phones if you haven't done so already. So welcome to the Lunchtime Meditation session at the Buddhist Society. You will see today that the lecture room at the Buddhist Society is in use and the candles on the first floor in the shrine room are lit, and that's the Buddha Rupa that we'll be using today rather than the on-screen one. Just to remind you that just over a week ago, on the 22nd of January, Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Zen meditation teacher, died at the age of 95. And I understand that Plum Village is still in a period of mourning. And so, again, this week I would like to dedicate today's meditation session to Thich Nhat Hanh, who was certainly influential in my path, and I'm sure for many of you. I want to begin today just by reading a short section from his wonderful seminal book, The Miracle of Mindfulness. I'm sure many of you have it on your bookshelf, but just to introduce ourselves and settle ourselves before we sit in meditation together, I would just read you a short section. How are we to practice mindfulness? My answer is, keep your attention focused on the work. Be alert and ready to handle ably and intelligently any situation which may arise. This is mindfulness. There is no reason why mindfulness should be different from focusing all one's attention on one's work. To be alert and to be using one's best judgment. During the moment one is consulting, resolving, and dealing with whatever arises, a calm heart and self-control are necessary if one is to obtain good results. Anyone can see that. If we are not in control of ourselves, but instead let our impatience or anger interfere, then our work is no longer of any value. Mindfulness is the miracle by which we master and restore ourselves. Consider, for example, a magician who cuts his body into many parts and places each part in a different region. Hands in the south, arms in the east, legs in the north, and then by some miraculous power lets forth a cry which reassembles whole every part of his body. Mindfulness is like that. It is the miracle which can call back in a flash our dispersed mind and restore it to wholeness, so that we can live each minute of life. Thus mindfulness is at the same time a means and an end, the seed and the fruit. When we practice mindfulness in order to build up concentration, mindfulness is a seed. But mindfulness is itself, is the life of awareness. The presence of mindfulness means the presence of life. And therefore mindfulness is also the fruit. Mindfulness frees us of forgetfulness and dispersion and makes it possible to live fully each minute of life. Mindfulness enables us to live. So I invite you now to come into a comfortable sitting position, one that you can reasonably hold for 30 minutes or so. And just bring your attention down, perhaps into your feet, the soles of your feet on the floor, or if you're sitting cross-legged on the floor, just the contact of the shins and the knees with the floor. And just for a moment or two, I invite you just to really feel the contact with the floor. Just ground yourself in feeling. And if you're new to meditation, perhaps it helps to close the eyes and turn the attention inwards. And when you're ready and feel settled, I invite you to allow your attention just to expand to include your breath. And then the invitation is simply to notice the breath and let go of whatever it is that moves you away. So please feel free to stretch and move and perhaps take a sip of water. Just some notices from the Buddhist Society. This evening at 6:30 there are 3 classes. There's the Introduction to Buddhism, there's the Theravada Class, and there's the Zen class. That's all this evening, Monday at 6:30. On Thursday at 12:30 there's the Sanskrit class, and in the evening at 6:30 there's the Tibetan class and the Basic Meditation class, which this week will be taken by Ajahn Subado. He couldn't join us last week because of technical problems, but this week we hope he will be able to come online and teach the Basic Meditation class. So that's this Thursday at 6:30. On Friday at lunchtime at this time, there's Lunchtime Meditation. And on Sunday at 11 o'clock, there's meditation as well. So if you want further details of those classes, please see the Buddhist Society website. The Buddhist Society thanks you very much for joining this online Sangha. We really appreciate your presence. I want to close this morning by reading the Metasuta. This is again in dedication to Thich Nhat Hanh, who died on the 22nd of January. And in many traditions, the Metasuta is considered the reading for people who have recently died. So the Metasuta, the Buddha's words on loving kindness. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties, and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm, and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing, in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another, or despise any being in any state. Let none, through anger or ill will, wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so, with a boundless heart, should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. By not holding to false views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. The Closing Homage. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed one, I render homage to the Buddha the Blessed One. The teachings so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dharma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. So thank you all very much for attending this online meditation session. Buddhist Society really appreciates your presence, and I hope you do too. Go well, have a good week.